7 Sleeps Till Christmas. Today I bring to you an ebook for the younger reader, Drazzle House Mysteries by J.P. Shaw. Just let me get rid of my words on that one. There's the cover. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to say that this book didn't do it for me. Why can I say it didn't do it for me? It's a lovely book. The characters in the book, they're lovely and they're sweet characters. It's based around two 12-year-old girls, Jennifer and Hannah. All the characters have a nice demeanour about them. There's just something about it, though, for me, that was way too weak. There was no strength to this book, I felt. There is the components of it where Jennifer's having trouble, who is the main character, the main 12-year-old girl, is having trouble relating to her dad's new girlfriend. And there is also the lovable grandma that Jennifer goes to ask for support because mum's no longer around. And grandma gets involved in a car accident and ends up in ICU. They're issues that the younger reader may be able to relate to, and that may encourage them to go to the adults in their life and talk to them about how they're feeling. So that's a wonderful component to the book. That's a wonderful thing in there that helps children relate. But overall, the book had too many ups and downs for me. There were the moments that I was enjoying myself and I was just flowing along enjoying the read, and then there were other times that I was bored and I was wondering if I could continue to read the book. Started off slow for me, got a little bit better, got slow again, got a little bit better, and so it went on. It's 155 pages long, so it's not a really large book. I also found that it jumped from one thing to another too quickly and would have liked to have seen a little more bit of description between each sort of event, a little bit more happening between each little event. 1 minute the girls were looking for a clue, next minute the brother had all the answers. It just seemed as though there wasn't enough there between the two to sort of grab me and hold me, and it just seemed too unrealistic and washy-washy. This is the first book, from what I can find on the internet, by J.P. Shaw. I couldn't find a website for her, and I couldn't find any other information on her as an author. She can write. The book flows. It's well written and it's readable. But for me, as somebody who reads all the time, I can read up to a book a day, and who reviews regularly, there's a huge difference between a storyteller and an author. A storyteller will grab you and take you on a journey and really have you there. An author just writes a story that you read and you just read it. You're not actually there. You're not actually on a journey. You're just on a read. J.P. Shaw is still very much new and very much still at that author level. She hasn't quite, for me, as an older reader of a younger novel, remember I am an older reader, an adult reading a book that is aimed for the younger reader, she hasn't got it yet. She hasn't quite got that taking me on a journey. She just took me on that read. It did. The Drazzle House Mystery did remind me a lot of a weaker version of the older style books such as Famous Five or Nancy Drew. Fantastic books, Nancy Drew and Famous Five. Well-known books up there in history. But maybe years ago, there still are the generation of today that read them, but I think they're books that have sort of lost the generation of today. They've outdated a little bit. I mean, some people, please comment if you want to debate that one with me. But I find from my personal experience with my own children, with people I speak to as a reviewer, that Nancy Drew and Famous Five, they still have it there. They're classics. They're amazing books. But for the younger generation today, they've dated slightly. Drazzle House didn't for me, quite have what I feel the younger generation of today would be looking for. Upon saying that, I'm going to read to you the blurb that is on Amazon for the book. Nothing could surprise 12-year-old Jennifer Adams more than to discover the flea market pendant she bought holds the secret to a lost fortune. Jenny and her best friend Hannah Scott embark on a dangerous quest to solve 5 riddles and discover the location of the treasure. A crotchety old gardener, a stuttering parrot, and Jenny's bumbling but genius brother Peter, who insists on embarrassing both of them, are just some of the obstacles they have to contend with. But when a tornado blows through the village and blows away a piece of the puzzle, the girls think all is lost. Then Jenny and her grandmother are involved in a car crash, and Gran ends up in ICU. As the girls wonder whether their quest is worth the effort, there's something about the accident that clues Jenny into one of the riddles. When a mystery woman makes an appearance to Jenny's physical therapy sessions and starts asking questions about the treasure, the girls renew their search. To find the treasure, the girls must unearth a hidden trail of stone steps, navigate sinking mud and a river, and then find a missing key, all before someone else finds them first. A border collie that chases porcupines and a Labrador retriever that hates rugs are just 2 of the girls' quirky pets who tag along for the ride. Let me know what you think based on that blurb. Does that grab you? Does it sound exciting? Was there any strength in that blurb? Love to discuss books, would love to hear from you. If you've got a teen who loves to read ebooks, I'd say a younger teen, because I really feel it's maybe a little bit lower than the 12-year-old age group in the way that it's written. But if you've got a young teen that loves mystery, that maybe does like Famous Five, does like Nancy Drew, get them to have a read, grab a copy, and give them a read. Let me know what you think. I'd love to discuss this book further with others. Talk to you tomorrow.